Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw. Let's not beat around the bush and kick off this Raw episode with a match between the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman and John Morrison. So let's head down to the ringside area to catch this match. And now making his way to the ring, the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman. So the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman last episode defeated Jinder Mahal. And now Braun Strowman has a match against John Morrison tonight. Could Braun Strowman defeat John Morrison tonight? That would definitely put him up the card. But will Braun Strowman manage to get this victory? Or will the speed and skill of John Morrison defeat the brawn of Braun Strowman? Per se the pun. Yes, Braun Strowman makes his way down to the ring as this big man towers over the ring. Braun Strowman has only had one loss, but he's had more victories than losses in this company. So Braun Strowman is doing quite well at the moment. As the Monster Among Men makes his way down to the ring, Braun Strowman has a big task ahead of him tonight, as he has to take on the much faster, more skilled John Morrison. But Braun Strowman has done better against smaller opponents in the past, as we now have, making his way to the ring, the Sherman of Sexy, John Morrison. So John Morrison makes his way down to the ring. The Sherman of Sexy, John Morrison, makes his way down to the ring. John Morrison obviously last episode losing to Samoa Joe, losing his IC title opportunity. But can John Morrison win this match tonight and gain maybe another chance at the Intercontinental Championship? We'll have to find out as John Morrison makes his way down to the ring. The Sherman of Sexy obviously going to perform for us tonight. John Morrison always delivers a standard of match whenever he's in that ring. John Morrison has the speed, skill, and the athletic ability to definitely beat Braun Strowman. But will Braun Strowman's size and almighty power be too much for the Sherman of Sexy? We'll have to find out as John Morrison makes his way down to the ring. John Morrison a hit with the crowd. John Morrison obviously performing amazing matches for us in this ring. As this match is about to get underway, Braun Strowman and Morrison lock up. Braun Strowman overpowering Morrison, just overpowering and dominating as he throws Morrison down. Morrison hanging onto that middle rope. As now Braun Strowman just taunting to the crowd. Braun Strowman knows that he's got the power and size and the height advantage coming into this match. But I don't know if that's phasing John Morrison as Morrison kicks him in the leg. John Morrison just kicking Braun Strowman in the leg, but Braun Strowman took no damage from that. As now Morrison looking to hit off the ropes, but Braun Strowman with a massive clothesline takedown from the big man Strowman. Braun Strowman is country strong in that ring, and John Morrison's flashy moves may be too little, too late in this match, as Braun Strowman is taking the fight to the Sherman of Sexy tonight. And Strowman has Morrison set in the corner. Braun Strowman gets hit into that turnbuckle, and a kick to the leg. And another kick to the leg, and that massive Pele kick takes out Braun Strowman. By God, John Morrison just kicking out the legs of Strowman. Those multiple strikes doing a lot of damage to the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman tonight. Those leg kicks doing a lot of damage to the big man. As now John Morrison is getting back up to his feet. John Morrison is back on his feet. What's he gonna do now? And Morrison heads to the corner. Morrison actually rocking the Monster Among Men, and here goes Morrison. Starship pain, but Braun Strowman moves out of the way. Morrison landing head first to the mat. Oh, that's gotta hurt. As the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman makes his way to a vertical base. Braun Strowman, I think, is looking for the finish. Strowman signaling it to the crowd. The Monster Among Men is not going down tonight. As here comes Braun Strowman, he's got him up. Here goes the big man. Here goes the freak train. Running power slam. 1, 2, 3. And it's all over. Never bet against the Monster Among Men. As Braun Strowman just picks up a massive victory tonight over John Morrison. But what an amazing match these two guys just performed for us. John Morrison probably been one of the first few people to knock Strowman down to his legs. Can't believe John Morrison did that, but obviously Braun Strowman came out the victor tonight. The Monster Among Men Braun Strowman just winning tonight. As now we head over to our interview correspondent who will be talking to the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, right now, coming up. Please welcome my guest at this moment, the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. So Strowman, you did defeat John Morrison tonight. What's next for the Monster Among Men?
You wanna know what's next? You wanna know what's next for the Monster Among Men? Samoa Joe, you're next. I want that Intercontinental Championship. So, Samoa Joe, if you think you're man enough to face the Monster Among Men, you're gonna put your IC title on the line at the next pay-per-view. Braun versus Joe. That's what is next for the Monster Among Men.
Oh wow, Braun Strowman just calling out Samoa Joe tonight. I can't believe that. But let's see what's going on next. Hey Edge, you don't know what Andrade and Humberto are capable of. They took me out for a few months by breaking my leg with that chair. So if you need anybody to back you up in that ring, Edge, it's gonna be me, the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Now you know, Drew, I really appreciate that, but I don't think I need help right now. But if I do need help, and if I want your help, I'll ask for it. But thank you very much for that offer, man. I really appreciate it. And coming up next on Monday Night Raw is a tag team match between the Authors of Pain and the Young Bucks. So how about we head down to the ringside area? But before we head down to the ringside area, let's back to the backstage area to catch what's going on backstage. So let's have a see what is going on backstage tonight on Monday Night Raw before we get this tag team match. Hey Sarge! Jimmy J with the Usos. And you know, last episode, Eddie Kingston took it very to heart and took it to our family, man. So, until you suspend the three-man mafia, we are not gonna defend these Raw tag team titles anymore, you hear?
Alright guys, I do need those tag team titles defended at the next pay-per-view. So, count them suspended. How about that? They'll be suspended indefinitely. But yeah, you two men, you better be prepared to defend your titles at the next pay-per-view, as the AOP will be taking on Ricochet and Cedric next week, and whoever wins from that, they will be getting the opportunity at the next pay-per-view at your guys' Raw Tag Team Championships.
It's fine by us, Oos. Just make sure those clowns don't get involved. And now, making their ways to the ring, accompanied by the phenomenal AJ Styles, the team of Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. So the Young Bucks make their way down to the ring to compete in this tag team contest. But the Young Bucks have a big task ahead of them as they take on the Authors of Pain, Ickham and Razor. But will the Young Bucks' speed and skill pay off for them? We'll have to find out as they take on the Authors of Pain in this tag team match. The Young Bucks obviously accompanied by the leader of the OC, AJ Styles, Adam Jones. As he makes his way down to the ring, AJ Styles obviously hasn't had a match in a while. Maybe he'll have one next week, but we'll have to find out as AJ Styles and the Young Bucks make their way down to the ring. These guys have a big task ahead of them, but if I know somebody who could get through a big task, it's got to be the Young Bucks. These two guys obviously have the speed and skill. These two guys are brothers. They work well together. But we'll have to find out in tonight's tag team contest who will win. It doesn't matter about his size and speed in that ring, as people say, but we'll have to find out if that is enough when you're facing two guys like the Authors of Pain. And speaking of the Authors of Pain, making their ways to the ring, Ickham and Razor, the Authors of Pain. So Ickham and Razor just make their way down to the ring. These two guys are huge masses of men. These two guys obviously having a great fighting background. Razor back in Albania used to fight a lot, and Akam obviously over in Canada used to do some sort of wrestling technique, but we'll have to find out as these two big masses of men make their way down to the ring. As you can see, these big men oversize the Young Bucks by quite a bit. Akam and Razor are no slouches. They've got a lot of power, a lot of strength on their side in this match. But will the Young Bucks cardiovascular endurance help them tonight? But we'll have to find out as this tag team match is about to commence tonight on Monday Night Raw. So we'll have to find out as now these matches getting underway. Razor and Matt Jackson lock up. Razor now, what's he doing? Razor just overpowering Matt Jackson, now throwing him to the ground with that massive choke slam. Huge choke slam out of the gate by the Albanian Psycho Razor. As now Matt Jackson just reeling after that huge move. But Matt Jackson now getting dragged by Razor. Where's Razor taking him to? Razor now just pushing him into that corner, and a huge clothesline by Razor. Massive clothesline by Razor of the Authors of Pain. Razor is not giving up on Matt Jackson tonight, as Nick Jackson keeps watching on as his brother is getting destroyed in that ring. As now Razor putting Matt Jackson onto the turnbuckle, and he's going to look for a clothesline of some sort, but Matt Jackson with the counter, and Matt Jackson with the overhead cutter. Matt Jackson getting back into this match. Matt Jackson getting right back into this match. But coming up now, we'll be having a commercial break, and we'll catch this match after.
Figtees UK, your one-stop shop for all your professional wrestling figure t-shirt needs.
That's right, if you head over to figtees.co.uk and use code GSD, you will receive 20% off any order worldwide. That is code GSD20 for 20% off at figtees.co.uk. As now we get back into this match, Akam and Nick Jackson are in the middle of that ring. Akam obviously getting put in a headlock and strikes by Nick Jackson to the big man Akam. But I don't think Akam took that very well. Akam throwing him into the corner and a huge slap to the face. That massive slap clobbering the face of Nick Jackson just to take him out is Akam of the Authors of Pain. Akam bringing that pain to the ring. As Akam has got him up now. Akam just hoisting him in the air for a huge slam by the big man Akam. Massive slam to Nick Jackson. He's Akam of the Authors of Pain. What a great move by the big man tonight, as Razor watches his tag team partner do the damage. As now he's got him back up again. Akam just slamming him to the ground. At this point, the Authors of Pain are just toying with the Young Bucks, throwing them around like rag dolls in the middle of that ring. As now Akam is on the attack, as Razor looking to take out AJ Styles on the outside. AJ Styles is taken out by Razor, as now Matt Jackson is not looking, as here comes Akam with a massive clothesline to take out Matt Jackson. And back in the ring, Akam has got up Nick Jackson in that powerbomb position. Huge powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. And that seals the deal. The Authors of Pain pick up a massive victory tonight over the Young Bucks. What a great victory by the Authors of Pain. These two guys brought the pain to the ring, and it was unmatched by the Young Bucks. But what a great match we just saw. What a dominating performance by the Authors of Pain. Akam and Razor working very well together within that ring to hold down the Young Bucks. What a great tag team match. We just saw that tonight on Monday Night Raw. What a great match we saw.
Sergeant Slaughter. You know, why can't you make his knee hit my head? I had a vision, and that vision was, where is my title rematch? As I lost the belt, the last episode you said that Randy Orton will be getting that title opportunity? No. The Monday Night Messiah, Seth freaking Rollins, will get that opportunity first.
Now listen up, Seth. I gave Randy that opportunity because he's paid his dues and he knows what to do. But you are correct in the fact that you do have a rematch clause. So how about this? You versus Omega next week in a non-title match. And if you win that match, I'll make a triple threat at the pay-per-view. How about that, Seth? Is that feasible for you?
Very. And when Mr. Monday Night Messiah becomes 3-time GSD Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, don't be surprised.
And coming up now, Bray Wyatt will be talking to the GSD Wrestling Universe in the middle of that ring. So how about we head over to the ringside area to see what the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, has to say to the audience tonight. So how about we have a look?
Why, hello there, my little fireflies. It's been quite a long time since I've seen you. Well, you saw him a few times. And you know what he did? He took Cein and put him in that casket. And they both were taken to the nether realm. Both of these guys are floating through space and time. We don't know where they are, as he can only change what he wants to change. As the Fiend has almighty power, the Fiend does what the Fiend wants. And nobody, I'm telling you, nobody ever will be able to stop the Fiend in the middle of this ring.
Oh my God! The Undertaker! What is the Undertaker doing here? Probably trying to avenge his brother Cein! The Undertaker is standing right behind Bray Wyatt! The Undertaker is behind Bray Wyatt! And Bray Wyatt doesn't want any of this! Bray Wyatt does not want any of this! As the Undertaker's got Bray Wyatt by the neck! He's got the hand around the neck of Bray Wyatt! Chokeslam! Oh my God! I cannot believe the Undertaker is back! The dead man has returned to Monday Night Raw! The Undertaker has made an emphatic statement by chokeslamming Bray Wyatt! I can't believe the dead man is back on Monday Night Raw! Oh my God! And coming up next tonight is our main event contest, where El Idolo Andrade Cein Almas takes on the Ultimate Opportunist, the Rated R Superstar Edge, in our main event contest tonight. So how about we have a look over at the ringside area at this match tonight in our main event.
And now, making his way to the ring, from Gomez Palacio, Dorondo Mexico, accompanied by Humberto Carrillo and Zelina Vega, Andrade Cein Almas. So Andrade has a big task ahead of him tonight as he takes on the veteran Edge. Andrade laying in the challenge to the Rated R Superstar Edge on the 10th episode of Raw. But can Andrade pick up a victory tonight? This will be a huge stepping stone for El Idolo Andrade. As if he can beat Edge tonight, that will definitely put him higher up the card and higher up the rankings, as Andrade has a huge opportunity. Andrade making a good choice in challenging Edge, as he knew that if he could beat the Ultimate Opportunist tonight, that he would get some more future opportunities in the company. But Andrade makes his way down to the ring as he gets ready and prepared for his match against the Ultimate Opportunist Edge tonight on Monday Night Raw. And now making his way to the ring, the Ultimate Opportunist, the Rated R Superstar Edge. So as Edge makes his way down to the ring, Edge, his second match from his return, obviously losing to Matt Morgan at the Fastlane pay-per-view. But can Edge get a little bit back? Can Edge bring up some more momentum? Could Edge defeat Andrade tonight on Monday Night Raw in our main event contest? The Ultimate Opportunist is keen in that ring. Edge is not a slouch, and Edge is not definitely somebody to take for granted, as Edge 6'5" and very speedy. A combination of speed and height gives Edge the advantage in this match. But Andrade, could his age and youth be the stepping stone that he needs to defeat the Ultimate Opportunist in that ring? We'll have to find out tonight on Monday Night Raw, as this match is preparing to get underway. Both of these two men look at each other as they lock up in the middle of the ring. Edge and Andrade having the fight tonight. Both men obviously very skilled in the ring, as Andrade with a huge chop. Andrade now just taking work onto the Ultimate Opportunist, but Edge with a huge clothesline. The Ultimate Opportunist, Edge, taking any opportunity he can, just coming out with a massive clothesline to connect to Andrade. Andrade getting rocked by that, as Edge returning to wrestling, returning to this company after a long while out, as Edge dodged Andrade with a huge hit, and Andrade with a DDT. Wow, Andrade just taking advantage of the speed of the Ultimate Opportunist, just carting him out with a huge elbow and that DDT. Andrade not even phased right now. Andrade now just trying to make his way up is Andrade, telling Edge to get up onto his feet. Edge and Andrade just going at it tonight, as Andrade running off the ropes, going for a huge side slam from Edge. Andrade going for that elbow strike, but no, to no avail. Edge with a huge side slam. You know, Edge is cold and calculated in that ring. Edge can make any sort of counter that he feels tonight. Edge knows how to counter people's moves. Edge can read people by the look of their face, and a massive bulldog by the Ultimate Opportunist, Edge. Edge with a massive bulldog as we get back into this match. Huge to take out Andrade. Edge, you know, he's got a lot of power and a lot of speed on his side. And what is Edge thinking about here? Edge with the Educator. The Educator is locked in on Andrade. Edge is not letting go of that huge Educator submission. Will Andrade tap? Will Andrade give up tonight? As Edge has the Educator locked in onto Andrade. The Educator is being locked in onto Andrade. Will Andrade tap? Andrade, no. Andrade trying to make the fight. Andrade not trying to give up tonight. Andrade not trying to give in. Andrade trying to fight through the pain. Andrade seeing Almas. What's he going to do tonight? This submission just contorting the back and legs as Andrade, I think Edge has let go of the submission, looking for something new. But Andrade, oh, Andrade's got him from behind. Massive German suplex. Massive German suplex by El Idolo. Andrade back in this match, giving the fight tonight. Edge getting rocked by that massive suplex, landing on his neck. Edge's neck is obviously a tender area for him, as Andrade wants Edge back to his feet. Andrade now back on the attack tonight, as Andrade runs towards Edge. What's he gonna do now? Well, a spear! 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. That spear can come out of nowhere, as the Ultimate Opportunist, Edge, picks up the victory tonight with that calculated speed in that ring. The calculation that Edge did in his head to know to counter it and get that massive spear for the victory, as Edge picks up a huge victory tonight. The Ultimate Opportunist pick up a massive victory in our main event contest tonight. And what a great episode we just had there. And I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and peace.